welcome once again to the He Said, She Said podcast, episode 19.
I know, you saw me. I got really excited and I was clapping really, really hard.
Man, like one more episode and was our 20th episode doing this thing.
Yes.
So like it's just a lot of dedication, a lot of stuff that's going on. And we hope that you guys are liking it. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you are listening from. And also send us a DM. Do that on our Instagram. Let us know how you guys are liking the show, how you guys are liking the podcast, right? Any type of topics you guys want us to talk about and develop. But I definitely am super excited to almost reach our 20th. Right now it's our 19th.
Too. I love it.
It's good. First and foremost, like we always like to do first, we want to let you know about Alpha Medicine and Rehab. They are all over Florida, also in Texas, and you guys can definitely go check them out because sometimes when you get into an accident, the first thing you do is you call your insurance, you go to the doctors, and then the insurance wants to settle with you, and I just don't think that's the right way to do it. You need to go to a clinic like Alpha Medicine and Rehab because there might be things that are you settle with your insurance company, then all of a sudden your back hurts 2 or 3 months later, or your head hurts, and then it's all happened because of the accident. But now you didn't. There was nothing documented. So please make sure you check out Alpha Medicine and Rehab. The information is right on the bottom of the screen. Go check them out and let them know the Swag Moldova sent you.
They are great people, and we promise they will take good care of you.
Correct. And also big shout out to Miramar Pools.
Yes. We were just swimming the other day, but it was a little breezy out. So we're enjoying our pool, and we even have a heater in it. So we're going to be enjoying it all year long.
Yes. Yes, we cannot wait to get in a nice little warm pool.
Yeah. So bring your dreams to a reality. Just whatever you can dream of in a pool, your dream pool, they'll put it together.
They can put it together just for you. So make sure you go check out Miramar Pools. They're located in Cape Coral, Florida. Let them know that we sent you. And last but not least, AF Cultures. You want a nice, amazing sign for your business, your podcast, or your room, and you want something LED really nice. They made ours. So make sure you check them out because they can make yours. AF Cultures. Make sure you check them out. Information at the bottom of the screen.
Hey, and let's talk a little bit about our merchandise, swagmoldovars.com. If you're looking for a coffee mug, a hat, some apparel that you want to put on.
Here. A nice coffee mug. Go check it out.
Then go ahead and go to swagmoldovars.com and pick up your merch. It's the best compliment you could give us.
That's right, swagmoldovars.com. So Halloween is upon us.
Yeah,
Here we are. It's October. Halloween is here. One of our favorite, times. I won't say it's not a holiday. Halloween's not a holiday.
No, it's not a holiday.
So I can't say it's a favorite holiday.
Favorite
but it's
time of the year.
It's one of them because I love Christmas, but I do like Halloween. I mean, you get to dress up, you get to have fun, and here we are again, about to make that happen. But we're getting a little, somebody's trying to throw a wrench inside of all of this. Mother Nature's getting us another hurricane.
I know. I hope you don't hear it, but there's a little rain going on outside. But that has nothing to do with the hurricane. It's just a rainy day here in Southwest Florida. But we are expecting a hurricane to hit us Tuesday to Wednesday, or Wednesday to Thursday, or what's the latest? Wednesday morning. We're expecting a hurricane, and we're preparing for that. So what I did today was that I made sure that I have all my medicines for plenty of days ahead. So I wanted to make sure I had that. Took off to the grocery store with Araceli's help, and we picked up canned goods, meat. We picked up, what else? Oh, I washed and seasoned and meal prepped for like a week in advance. So that way we can use the grill. But we have solar panels.
So
and
luckily,
we should be well prepared, right?
Yeah, luckily we got solar panels and we got the Tesla batteries so that they're charged. And I'm going to tell you, man, like this is rough. Like we just came, like Hurricane Ian came here twice. I'm sorry, two years ago.
Yeah.
And it was around this time. I think it was September 27th, the day that it came by. And here we are 2 years later. I mean, Helene just passed through.
And that was a lot of flooding and a lot of damage for a lot of people.
A lot of people, like especially like in North Carolina.
Well, it was a high death rate of
226,
Yeah.
227 deaths.
Yeah. And it might
from
be
there.
more than that.
Well, the problem is, I mean, as the time goes, we'll see. But the problem with this one too, now that's coming, is a Hurricane Milton. Is definitely going to hit the west part of Florida.
Yeah.
But what's weird is that it's like it formed in the Gulf. Usually, hurricanes are forming like right outside of Africa, and then they take that. They go straight through. They go through Puerto Rico, around that area,
Yeah.
Dominican Republic, Cuba, and then or right before it goes up towards Florida. But
So
to
this
see
one
it,
basically came out of nowhere.
this
Like,
one
we
came
didn't-
from Mexico, from the Gulf, which usually doesn't happen. So global warming is a big thing.
That's what I was just gonna say. So how much is this impacted by global warming?
Correct.
So
And the
that's-
challenge is that it just formed today as a hurricane.
Okay.
By Wednesday, when it comes, or like by Tuesday, it's gonna be a strength of a hurricane, category 4. So in just a matter of,
So it's gaining
2-3
that
days.
speed and that momentum.
they're thinking that it's gonna be a 4, and by the time it gets to the coast of Florida, because of like the weather or the wind shear stuff like that goes along, they think that it's going to bring it down to a 3.
Oh wow.
But I mean, that is like insane to know that we could get hurricanes from the left and from the right. Like
Yeah. Well, can I just say that I think that everybody's in sheer panic, like PTSD mode from Hurricane Ian, because the stores were nuts. The parking was crazy. Inside the store, everybody was just running around. But there was plenty to go around. So I would just like to say to everybody, just stay calm.
Yeah.
The best thing that you could do is prepare. I know you took our cars to get gassed up, and you have plenty of water for us. So you went ahead and did that part of it, which helps.
Yeah, I mean, and usually I always have enough water. I always like to get enough water because you never know when something like this happens right off the blue, and then everybody goes crazy.
I know.
Everybody's like in the, shopping and getting, and it's like one of the things that you can't freak out about certain
No.
things. Like you got to know, like, look, we live in Florida. This is what happens in Florida.
Yes.
But it's just the devastation. It's just so. It's so bad, and then the problem is then when this starts to happen this quite often, insurances go up, and it makes living impossible or nearly impossible because your rates go up.
Everything
Everything
goes up.
gets expensive because of the hurricanes, and like insurance go bankrupt. I mean, there's still people recuperating from Ian.
I know.
I had a friend of mine just said, I just got my electricity done from the hurricane. And now here comes another one, and then they don't know if it's going to hit Tampa. It could be anywhere from Tampa to Naples. We're closer to the Naples area, but it's just, I mean, but the thing is, it doesn't matter where it hits. We're going to
Get the effects
We're
of
going to
it.
feel an effect. So,
Yes.
because it's coming straight to the coast. So there's really nothing that we could do. But just prepare and expect
Well,
for
I'm
the
feeling
best.
kind of anxious now as I started to get ready for it. I know I feel better that I'm more prepared, but the anxiousness is still there. And trying to call my mom and get her to calm me down. And she's like, I'm glad you're doing well. I'm on my way to a festival in Atillo, Puerto Rico. Talk to you later. Stay
Boom.
well. Bye. And gave me the
Hey.
peace sign. I was like,
I'm
what?
out.
I was like, Mom, I need you. Please, I need you to be there
I want to
for
talk to
me.
you about what's going on over here.
Yeah. I was like, okay, Mom, enjoy
No.
your festival.
I'm
I'll
telling you,
be
man.
here seasoning meat if
I-
you need me.
Well, you know what it is? I think that when you go through a hurricane that bad that we went through, because when Ian came by, like the eye was literally in Cape Coral, like it came through our
Through us.
town, and it stayed there for like 8 hours because it was moving so slow. So the eye of the wall was just here. Like we never got to the inside of the eye, where it's like you get like about a few 15, 20 minutes of peacefulness, and then you get the other side of the storm. Like we were just in that wall for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And it was just, hurricane, like it was like what? Almost a category 5. It wasn't a category 5 for like, it was like 2 miles. I would think it's like what? I forgot. I think it's like 165 hurricane, category 5. I'm not sure.
The mile per,
The
per
winds?
hour winds, yeah.
And we were just like 2 miles before it was a Category 5. So I tell people, hey, it was a Category 5 shit. Like, it took our roof off, well, the shingles.
Yeah, our
know?
fence was all over the neighborhood.
Yes, bro.
And
Oh
you had
my
to
God.
get those panels, divide them up amongst the neighbors. Thank goodness our panels were different looking. So they were able to distinguish which ones were ours.
Correct.
And then we were able to put our fence back together and have somebody repair it.
So anything above 155 miles per hour is a Category 5. And I believe what hit us was 153 miles an hour.
Yes.
To Category 4. So that was literally a 5.
Yeah.
And right now they're expecting that it's going to get to Category 4 in the middle of the ocean. So that's 131 to 155 miles an hour. And it's going to get us, supposedly it's going to be a Category 3 by the time it gets here. But still, that's 111 to 130 miles per hour.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'm thinking our daughter Araceli, she must have noticed that I was a little in panic mode as I was seasoning the meat, putting the groceries away, making room for everything. So she jumped in and she cooked dinner. So it was artichoke, spinach, Parmesan chicken breast, stuffed chicken breast with some a broccoli casserole. So what'd you think about the dinner?
Well, first off, I want to applaud you because you really took the time as a mom to really show our daughter how to cook.
Yeah.
And I thank you for that because
is
I
an
think
important
it's
quality to have.
Important. Yes.
Because it's one of the most important soft skills that you can bring forward is to be able to actually take care of yourself.
Yeah, and take care of others.
Yourself
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, and taking care of others. And she even knows how to make little things like, well, I say little things, but it's a huge thing, like to make a really nice home-cooked soup. Which can actually, like my mom always says, it could bring a dead person to life. You know what I mean? When you make a good soup. And so there's nothing that she can't make.
She could cook. Like, so, but just to answer your question, her food was amazing today.
Yes.
It was really good. And I feel like, like guys can cook too, right? But I do feel like women just like
get real creative with it.
Yes, because
but guys do too sometimes.
No, there's guys that can cook for sure, but like nowadays it's like I really do feel sorry for my son. When he gets a girlfriend, like I don't know if
you don't know if she's gonna be qualified.
I don't know if women can cook anymore.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know if women know how to cook anymore. I don't know if their parents, and again, I don't know. I know that you taught our daughter.
Ask my students.
Yeah, you should do like a poll and find out. Or we should do a
poll on our page and find out.
Yes, like like women, do you know how to cook? Or like if are you teaching your daughters how to cook, or your sons too? Because like that's one thing, our son does not know how to cook.
He spends very little time in the kitchen.
Correct.
Yeah,
but we do have to teach him how to cook because again, this is not a woman
gender
job.
thing.
Yeah, it's not a gender thing. I do feel like all women should learn how to cook.
Yeah.
Right? Because
all women should know how to change a tire if they need to change a tire.
Yeah, yes, but that's more of a guy job too.
It is.
So like I do I'm not gonna, it's hard to say like when you're trying to say like, oh, there should be no gender into certain things. But I just feel like there is a role that a man plays, a role that a woman should play in her house, his house. Like, yes, like I clean, like this, right? I clean.
Your hands on.
I can cook. I put
laundry.
Like
I'll
you
threw the laundry
it. I'll put
today?
it in the
yeah.
what I'm saying. I'll do the dishes. I'll sweep and I'll mop. Like I don't have.
And when
no
do you
problem.
plan to do all this? Because I'm curious. I know you saying that you do it all, but so when do you want to do it?
Well, the problem is,
I can schedule you right now.
Well, the challenge is I gotta go. I take the cars to go get the gas. I take out the trash. You know what I'm saying? I make sure that you have what you need. There's a lot of things in my plate, girl. So yeah, you gotta cook. You don't put that on me.
I feel like our daughter, not to kind of like beef her up there, but I came home on Friday and I was well prepared mentally that I was gonna come and help you decorate for Halloween because usually it's a us thing.
Yes,
but then this time I came home and she was doing DIYs for Halloween and she started the decorations. All me and you did was kind of like do some little add-ons around.
Yeah, well, we were putting her stuff up. That's really what we did. But So what happened was that I asked her to. I said, "Look, I want to give you a certain amount of money. Go get
Okay.
stuff for Halloween, so we're not using the same decorations all the time." Which, by the way, you should be using the same decorations all the time because you want to save money. Like you don't want to
Put
always
them away. Take care of your
yeah,
stuff.
you don't want to always buy stuff.
Yeah.
But the reason why we did it and she did a DIY because we've been using the same decorations for like 3 years.
3 years. Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
And we did reuse some of them because
Yeah,
they
we
were
used some of
nice
them.
enough, but
Yeah, it
not the
wasn't-
whole same scheme.
Correct. So I was like, you know what? I think it's time to spruce things up. I said, here's a little budget. It wasn't big. It was I literally gave her $150. She spent $50.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Where did she go?
I think she went to like Five Below, Dollar Tree, and then she bought all these things, and then she
And Walmart,
created.
right? She told me something
And then
about
she
Walmart.
created her own things, and which they came out amazing. So
I like them.
yeah,
But
she has a video that she's
I was going to
posting.
say, is there a video to come? Because I saw her going
she's gonna
around
post a
taking
video.
something. But you want to share with them the theme for this year's Halloween?
We are doing Tim Burton. So any movie from Tim Burton, and obviously it's because Beetlejuice came out.
Yeah.
So I said, like I'm gonna be Beetlejuice. You're gonna be the wife,
The bride.
the bride
right?
of
Beetlejuice.
or the wife that Beetlejuice wanted to marry but never got to marry.
No.
But so we were like, you know what? Let's do a Tim Burton. But we've done like superheroes. One time we did Marvel. We've done like zombies and horror flicks. So we always try to do like a little theme with our Halloween parties.
As I look back on the albums, I really think that the superheroes one was my favorite so far. Well, do you have a favorite?
I think they're all good.
Yeah, they are.
I think that the superhero ones just because there were more people in the house.
Yes.
I think there were more people in the house.
Because a lot of people like superheroes. That's
Yeah.
a big, big one. Like you get a lot of
Yeah.
room for that.
So I
one.
mean, look, do some stuff like that in your house. Create a little party, have fun with your friends, and create a nice little theme.
Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, this house is Club G Man. So whenever we do a theme party, we send out an invitation, create a flyer. This year's flyer was also created by our daughter, Araceli.
Yeah, she is
I want
doing
you to
the
see
most.
what she's doing
the
here.
most. She's doing a
She
lot.
is
That's good.
going at
She's good.
110%.
Hey, you know what? I'm all about it for her.
Yes.
Why not, girl? Get it.
She
get
was
it,
like,
get it when you
I
get
said,
it.
I got to tell Dad that he's going to create the flyer so we can have it on time. It's already going to be October. She's like, I got the flyer.
Yeah, we were talking about the flyer, and then she's like, "Yep, I already got a flyer done." I was like,
Yes.
"Oh, okay, girl, get it. Why not?"
Which is great. So we do a flyer. We got Club G Man. In the past, we've always averaged around 40 people that come to the
around there, yeah.
party.
We always got one of our friends DJing it.
We have a friend that
stuff like
DJs
that.
it. Everybody brings their own drink, and then we have like our favorite appetizers that they bring with them too, and it's just a really chill time.
Real
Good
chill
times.
time. And I feel like it's good to take. Like when I look at Halloween, I look at it as a real fun and enjoyment, creative day to get with your friends and do something out of the norm, right? Usually you're just like, if you get with your friends, you're probably going out to dinner with them or something like that. But when you get to dress up and have a few drinks, some music, and you get to kind of like just be different, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
well, this
Because
is
you're-
definitely family friendly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not anything crazy. I know our niece is coming with her baby.
Yeah.
But I just think that for me personally, I grew up celebrating Halloween. So
I didn't.
I
That's
grew
the
up
thing,
in
yeah.
Connecticut, and I celebrated Halloween every year, and we went trick or treating. And then it comes that time where you can't go anymore, and then your parents are like, "Well, I'll just buy you candy, and you can stay home." So
Yeah.
then you find what else to do.
Yeah.
How was it for you? You said no.
Yeah, my mom never really, because like we were raised in a Christian, household, so it was always like a taboo, and everybody was always saying, "Oh, that's the devil. You can't do that." And it's like I feel like we rob our kids from a good time because it's really what you make it. You feel what I'm saying? It's really what you make it. Because when people say, "Oh, but this," like Christmas is pagan. Like when you look at the history of our holidays and all that stuff, everything is paganism. Like everything was based out of something. And I just feel like we need to kind of like, remember when we talked about like what you think about, you bring about?
Yeah.
Right? Where we say that? It's like, give it a different meaning in your life. Right? Get to enjoy it and give it a different meaning. So it doesn't have to be always, but you're celebrating it. but you're taking part. No, that's not what it is. Like I'm gonna do something nice with my kids, because like when our kids were raised, like I didn't want to take that from them.
Yeah.
Because when they see, they don't know, right? The kids don't know. So when you're saying, well, you're not gonna do this because of this and this and that, they don't understand what you're talking about. And you're really not doing them any favors. So, you know, you don't want them to feel like an outcast. You don't want them to feel like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going, like, I think it can take a little mental thing from them type of thing. So just make it enjoyable. You know, take them out and have to get some candy. And, you know, obviously you teach them how to inspect the candy, you know. So, you know,
to be safe.
to do it safe and do it right, and that's it. And it's like you could. You know.
I would hate for our kids at their age to be like, well, we got to go find a place to go enjoy our Halloween because we can't do it here. Like,
correct.
I want to
And
make
more
it a
dangerous.
place where they could do
And it's safe
it here and have
and it's
fun.
a safe place, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing of us that we've always tried to instill in our kids. It's like, you know, there's a way to do it the right way.
Yeah.
You know, that when my mom was, you know, because, you know, and I love my mom. She's the best. But out of fear, she will say no to us a lot. So when I got to be able to do what I wanted to do, I went from 0 to 100 because I wanted to experience everything.
All of it. Yeah.
I wanted to
You had
experience
the FOMO,
everything.
the fear of being left out.
That didn't exist back
No.
then like that. But I was like, well, I want to go out.
Well,
I want
I'm
to
gonna do
party.
it all.
I want to go
Yeah.
chill. I'm going to leave with my friends. I'm going to get home at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, I never used to do this before. And it's like, I think that's the worst way to raise your kids is to be like, no. Teach them.
Yeah.
Teach them. You know, like, you know what? Okay, well, this is the way that we could do it. You know, and then make it, you know, and it's like, I remember it's like when we always decided we're always going to have candy in our home
Yes.
when they were young.
Yes. Candy, snacks, chips.
We're always going to have them in
Like,
the house.
we'll always have it and let them let them have self-control and discipline.
Well, they will, but the whole point is that it's always there.
Yeah.
So they're like, I don't want it. I mean,
I can have it if I want it.
I already had that earlier today.
Yeah.
I don't want that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not self-control. Self-control is when you want it so bad, but you can't have it, so you have to control yourself. But when it's always there, you were raised with cookies and all this stuff. So you're not eating all of that all the time. You're going to be like, oh,
I know.
I don't want that. I mean, I have that all the time at the house. But when you don't have enough or never have it, when you get it, it's gone. Because it was like, yo, get it now.
Yes.
Because we don't know when we're going to have it next time. So it's like, you know what, we always had, and that really came from you.
Yeah.
You were the one that kind of brought that idea. And you said, you know what, I want to have candy. Did you always have candy in your house?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think we had a lot of, there was 5 of us.
Yeah.
5 kids.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so,
nothing
so
was
I
going.
don't think we had a whole lot of that
You guys
stuff.
took
Like,
it
my
up.
mom cooked at home. Like, we didn't have, like, going to McDonald's happened maybe
Was not a
once a
thing.
month.
Yeah.
And that was like on a Sunday ride. Like, we would drive through neighborhoods in certain areas.
Yeah.
And then on the way home, we would stop at McDonald's and get like a 75-cent cheeseburger.
I remember when I worked at McDonald's. That's when I really got my fix.
What year was that?
Whoo.
93?
I don't remember. I was 16.
You were like 16, yeah.
So was it
Yeah, I
93?
know. I know what you was doing.
You know what I was
I wasn't
doing?
with you,
You know
but
what I was doing?
I had tabs on
oh,
you.
What? At 16?
Yeah.
You was my
And you
competition.
and you
Get
were
out of here.
at the McDonald's walking distance from my house. I could walk to your McDonald's
That's right.
down the street. Like,
You was my competitor
20
though, because
minute-
you used to work at Burger King.
I was at Burger King. It was a match made in heaven, baby. I was at Burger
right.
King. You were at McDonald's.
Opposites actually do attract.
They do.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But no, but you know,
And that Whopper with cheese still be hitting. So
it is. I do think that Whopper's the best sandwich out there.
it is, and I think Whopper Junior is
Well, it's the same thing. So Whopper's a Whopper, just a smaller
just
version.
a smaller one.
But I do think that the Whopper is the best sandwich out there ever. Nobody can tell me nothing. I don't care what other thing. Like, I think Whopper is just the best.
It is.
Because it's sloppy.
It's a messy.
Yeah,
It's
that's what
the messy best.
Yes, that's what I like.
But so is the Big Mac. So
Men
ain't
like
nobody
it
try-
sloppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're done with this podcast. Let's go. Get your ass in the room.
Stop talking smack. Oh my God. You better stop. When did I say that? Girl,
that
you
bedroom.
said that shit Sunday. This when you said this.
Yes. That
Shoot.
Big Mac. Mm-hmm.
Big Mac is good. It's just, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? They made it smaller. It was like, yes. So
What?
So this is what people say. I mean, I can't really compare like that, but they say that what they've done is that they made the bun smaller, burger smaller, more expensive. So you get a smaller Big Mac.
Really?
Yeah. Supposedly, even with the Whopper.
Well, you know,
food industry.
I'd be trying to watch my figure, right? So what did I do the other day when we ordered McDonald's? I did my Big Mac
Without the bread.
extra Big Mac sauce, and extra lettuce.
See, but I think that they should be like charging you less, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're not getting the bread.
Yeah. They should just
But
charge
whatever.
me for the patties.
Yes. But it's
Right?
all right. Yep.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
That's
But I mean,
good.
look, at the end of the day, hey, junk food is good food.
Yeah. Has anybody RSVP'd for the Halloween party to say that they're coming? Like how many people so far?
I don't really know.
I think 15.
Yeah, I don't really know how many people. Like, because I already have I already know who's coming, so I don't think that they RSVP'd. Is that in the invitation for people to RSVP?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think
But
she- I don't think
usually
she
they
put it
do. You know what I mean? Like they'll be like, "Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna be there." You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well,
Like,
they let you know. Yeah, but no, but it's good. Like, you know, I can't wait for
we're gonna
Halloween. Have
hold
some
off.
fun.
I don't know if you've noticed. I put the containers in the garage. We're gonna pump the brakes and hold off till after this storm Milton goes by, and then we'll finish decorating the outside.
Yes, well, we have some stuff in the outside that we have to
Yes.
now bring inside.
Bring inside, yeah. So we'll kind of pump the brakes. Let Milton do his thing, and then we'll go ahead and we'll
Yeah.
get back into
I
decorating.
was just, I was today. I came out the room and I was like, I don't want to go through the storm. And then Araceli was like, "Stop saying that. Like you're complaining." I said, "I'm not complaining.
yeah,
It's just like it was like Ian was a struggle, bro.
I know. And we have so
Like-
many people that we worry about. We worry about our friends in Tampa. We worry
Yes.
about our neighbors. We have older neighbors, and we're always quick to check up on them and see.
Yes, friends in
Our
Miami,
neighbors
like,
are really
everything.
good.
I mean, I don't think that it's gonna be as intense as Ian, just
Okay.
because Ian was like 8 hours of
Yes.
nonstop rain.
Blows.
That
Yeah,
was like
blows.
crazy. This one is supposed to move fast,
Yeah,
but also when they do that too, it's destructive as well. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We weren't here when Charlie hit Florida, but I heard Charlie was really bad. Like it
Reckless.
really,
Yeah,
was,
I've heard
it was
from
like
clients. Yeah.
you know, because it went by so fast. It was like a small hurricane too, but it was like a tornado. That thing
I
was
know.
just flying by. So it was very destructive. But we'll see how this one goes, man. We just hope that, just hope for the best. You know, we prepare for the worst and we hope for the best.
Yes.
And that's all we can do.
That's all we
Golly.
can do.
I mean, we'll see. But again, we got solar, so that's good. Our batteries are charged, so that's
You
another
have
good
batteries
thing.
for flashlights? Because we do need flashlights.
Babe, we got batteries for backup. Like, we're gonna have electricity, honey.
Yeah? Okay, I
What do you
just want
think
to
of
make
solar?
sure.
What do you think solar with batteries
Well, I just
do?
want to make sure. That's why I washed all my laundry and I
No,
folded it
we're
and
gonna
put it
have.
away.
You could do that too, so that you're not consuming energy. But
Yeah.
our air's gonna hopefully, because the thing about these storms too is like they could take out your appliances.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they could take out the AC, they could take out, like a lot of like your electrical stuff. So, even if we have solar and we have batteries, if the lightning or anything like that takes something out, then that's not gonna work. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But like I said, we're hoping for the best, and that's it. I mean, we just got a roof done from Ian.
Yeah. And I like the
not too
roof.
long
It's
ago.
like a nice charcoal color.
Yeah, so
and
I'm
it's
just
really
hoping that
nice.
it sticks. I hope it stays, man.
This is going to
So-
put it to the test. And then we'll see.
Go through that, bro.
I
Like
know.
last time that we went through Ian.
It sounded like people were running on top of the roof, right? And they were like pulling things
Yes,
off.
bro.
Like,
So,
wasn't it so loud? And what did I do?
Our shingles, what happened is our shingles were literally ripping off the nails. So you hear brah, 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 brah,
Yes.
brah coming off. So it felt like people were running in the attic.
Yes.
And that was insane, bro. And then, luckily now we got storm windows. We were able to have that.
So we don't have to put up those.
We don't have to put that. We
storm-
don't have to put the. No, we don't have to do that because we
What's
got
it
storm
called?
window. The
storm panels?
Yeah,
no,
the storm
what are
panels.
they? I don't
Yeah,
know.
storm
They're
panels
metal,
are-
whatever.
Yeah,
But when we
the
had
shutters.
the shutters, but when we had Hurricane Ian come around and I heard all that noise in the middle of the night, like not middle of the night, 8 p.m. I was like, bye, y'all.
She said, "I'm gonna go to sleep." I said, "How you gonna go to sleep?" I'm checking every room. I told my
Yes.
son, put your sneakers on because if there's an emergency, me and you gotta tackle this. Like the girls are here, they gotta stay safe. And I was going through every room, making sure that if there's any leaks, anything, because it was the roof was, all the shingles are coming off. So then we started having leaks.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's just a pain.
Yeah.
Going through that.
And here I went and just laid down and went to sleep.
And you went to sleep. And it was like the aftermath of everything was really bad. Going to the streets, seeing everybody, nobody had light. Everything was out for like 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah. The hardest thing for us to find was ice. We had to drive to Naples to try to find bags of ice.
Yep.
And that was
Ice
crazy.
and
I told you got to go to the bank and take out cash.
Yes.
And so you're going to listen to me, right?
I'm going to listen to you this time. But that's the thing. Every time you say something and I don't listen, whatever you say happens, bro.
Then you have to look at me and be like, how do I tell her
I would
she's
just say,
right?
don't say that. Don't say nothing because your words got power. They got power. If you think your words don't...
the power! Power!
I got the power.
In my words.
So yeah, don't say that. So
Yeah, I'm
remember
not
what
gonna
you
say
think.
it
Listen,
no more.
what you think about, you bring about. If you think about it, most likely it can happen. If you say it, expect it. So
I know. So here's what I'm gonna say.
Use that creation for good, not
That's
for bad.
right. So it's all gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this.
That's right.
And we are more than prepared. And there's absolutely nothing to worry about as long as we're together.
That's right, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Is that better?
That's better.
Okay.
I love it. That's what I want to hear.
Yes.
That's
hey, don't
that's
worry
motivation.
about it. We got this.
That's motivating.
We more
that's
than
motivation.
prepared. We've been living in Florida since 2011.
Yes. And I'm about to be out this piece. Because this thing right here.
Yeah. It wears you down after a while. You're like, I'm like this thin right now. I'm like, I can't.
It does, bro.
I can't.
Like, that's something like literally, like, I feel like anxious. You know what I'm saying? Like, just expecting this thing. Not in a bad way, but it's just like, oh my, I know it's coming. And I was like, oh man, I'm just like, what is going to happen, bro?
I know.
So crazy, man. So.
What was the storm that just went by?
Helene. Helene, yeah.
Helene. And that we were off Thursday and Friday for that one from school. They closed down the school.
Yeah.
I felt like all day Thursday, it was just nothing but just a waiting game. Like I was restless from just kind of pacing back and forth and waiting and just watching all the rain. Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, and the winds.
It is
really,
exhausting.
And it was like around like 150 miles from the coast when you could still feel the winds pretty rough.
Yeah.
So like having something this close come at that type of force.
Yeah.
It's nothing to play with. And the thing is, like, Florida's flat. So, like, there's really no mountains. There's
nothing
really nothing to slow it
block
down.
it
Like, it's
and
literally,
slow it down.
like, flat. Yeah. So, we'll see how it goes. And, we prepare. So.
Yeah. However, we are always creating content. So, we use this time to our advantage because we're all here together.
Yeah.
So, make sure that you guys are always in tune with our videos and what we're posting because every day we're posting something.
Correct. So we're posting something all the time. So make sure you go check us out. I think we're good. I think we should be all set.
Hey, okay.
That's how we do it, baby girl.
Doesn't it go by fast when
Super
we're together?
fast. Super
You're my
fast.
lucky charm.
Ooh,
I wouldn't want to be
that
locked up with nobody else but you.
That's. I'm loving it.
I'm ready. If you're ready, I'm ready.
Hey, girl, I'm ready.
You know why I say I'm ready?
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because I got my 2 bottles of wine.
Oh, yes.
So I'm like, I'm ready.
And I like it when you tipsy, girl. All right, my people, listen up. Thanks so much for tuning in right here to the He Says She's a Podcast. I'm your boy G-Man. Hello to my girl.
Lady G, the best compliment you could give us is share it with a family member, a friend, or a coworker, and let them know that we're the next best thing so that they can watch us and follow us, subscribe, go to swagmoldovars.com. Do it all, baby.
There you go. Have a good one. Hey, we'll check you out for the episode number 20 next week. Well, by the way, because of everything that's happening, we don't know if it's, we don't know. So we'll see. Hopefully you get a podcast here next week. So
yes.
on to the next one. We love y'all. Peace.
Bye.